Herkese merhaba arkadaşlar. Ben
If
Deniz.
the living have rich and poor neighborhoods, so
Kaldığımız
do the
yerden
dead.
devam ediyoruz arkadaşlar. Uzun zamandır Blacksad oyununun gelmemişti.
In the mid-19th
Şimdi
century,
arkadaşlar
Greenwood became the
kaldığımız
resting place
yerden
to the city's
devam
most
ediyoruz.
distinguished citizens.
Evet, en son arkadaşlar mezarlığa gelmiştik. Bakalım
Thinkers, scientists, writers, inventors,
mezarlıkta
artists,
neler
businessmen,
yapacağız arkadaşlar.
politicians, police officers,
Bakalım.
thieves, pimps, and murderers. Here lie the bodies of the soulless minds that raised New York from the ground up. Now you know where to go to become somebody in the Big Apple.
Evet arkadaşlar mezarlığa geldik. Bakalım burada neler yapacağız. Neleri bulacağız. Çok heyecanla bekliyorum açıkçası. Bakalım. Öncelikle arkadaşlar şuraya şöyle bir gidelim. Bakalım ne varmış orada. Hmm, evet. Harry Blacksmith'in babasının beyzbol sahasında öldürülmüş herhalde arkadaşlar. Onu diyor arkadaşlar. Bakalım. Annie Boots'un arkadaşlar e, erkek kardeşi 24 ayın öldürülmüş herhalde arkadaşlar. Ölüm tarihleri yazıyor.
According to the book I found at Dunn's place, fans of the sport leave baseballs on Bradwick's tomb to pay their respects.
Anladığım kadarıyla arkadaşlar beyzbolda iyi oynayan birileri var arkadaşlar. Onları e, şey yapacağız. Yani onlar bu cinayet hakkında bir bilgi sahipleri olmaları lazım. Her neyse arkadaşlar şimdi bakalım şöyle bir etrafa. Bakalım. Hmm. Şu haca bakalım. Neymiş bu hac?
A Celtic cross. Supposedly, the ring keeps the devil at bay by reflecting the sunlight. Really handy at this time of the day.
Hmm. Evet, bir tane beyzbol topu bulduk arkadaşlar. Bakalım. Beyzbol topu bizim için bir şans. Bakalım. Biraz düşünelim arkadaşlar. Bakalım neler olacak. Evet. Öldüm. Bu öldürme bence arkadaşlar bununla bu olması lazım. Evet.
O'Leary wouldn't have sent Randall to kill Dunn.
İlk
He would
şey
have
bu.
dragged him to his basement, given him his little speech, and then killed him himself.
İlk şeyi bulduk arkadaşlar. Already has nothing to the closest allow new that. Ölümle ilgili arkadaşlar bu cinayetle ilgili yeni bir şeyler gelişiyor şu an. Bakalım yeni şeyler bulabilecek miyiz? Hmm. Peki şu an bakmayabiliriz. Şöyle biraz daha inceleyelim etrafı arkadaşlar. Şöyle şuraya falan bir gidelim. Ne varmış burada?
I've never trusted angels.
Hmm.
When they fall,
Melek bulduk. Ne diyelim?
they turn into demons.
Hmm. Bakalım. Başka hiçbir şey yok. Hmm. Bir de şu yere bakalım. Şurada bir şeyler var mı acaba? Şuradaki şeye bir bakalım. Bu melekte bir şeyler var mı acaba ya? Çok kafama takıldı ama bir şey de gözükmüyor arkadaşlar. O zaman hmm,
If
evet,
this had been here over 30 minutes, it'd be covered in ants.
burada bir şey bulduk. Biraz daha düşünelim bakalım. Ne olabilir? Şurada bir şeyler yok mu? Aha,
Still hot.
evet, bir adam bulduk arkadaşlar. Orada biri var. Kim var orada? Bakalım. Hmm, şurada biri var. Yakaladım seni. Evet, maymun. Maymun bizden saklanıyor. Ne soralım? Bence şunu soralım.
I found a baseball glove at Joe Dunn's place. A glove signed by a great star. I couldn't believe my luck.
Hmm.
Joe Dunn met with someone at the diner, close to his gym. Then he took that person to his house, so that he didn't have to live at the cemetery. I would have never guessed the person's identity. I'm investigating a case of sports corruption. I think a considerable amount of athletes are involved, both current celebrities and former stars.
Ne var lan, bizi ne çağırıyor? Vay vay. Biz sanki seni görmedik ha.
Mm-mm.
Marley's. Are the absolute worst.
Ne oldu lan, boğuldu mu? Ha? Köpek. Ben kimim? Ben John.
I'm FBI agent John H. Blackmore.
How's Joe?
One question at a time. It's my turn.
Your turn.
Ne diyelim?
What was your glove doing at Dunn's place?
Because Dunn said he was shaking the hornet's nest, that sooner or later they'd come after me. Because they wanted to kill me. Because he offered me his home. And then vanished. Because I waited for him for 2 days and then they came to get me. Because I had no time to take my glove when I escaped through the window.
What did he want from you? And who wants to kill you?
One question at a time. How's Joe?
What would happen if I told him the truth? Would he lose it? Could I take that chance? He's in hiding, just like you. He also fears for his life. That's why he hired me. That's why he called the FBI. My turn. Why are you hiding here?
Because I fear for my life. Because this is the only place where I feel safe. Because Dunn took me to his place, but the guy who ruined my career came to kill us both. Because it's the same bastard Joe's hiding from. Our old friend, the surgeon.
Biraz düşünelim bakalım. Evet. Sendeyiz. Sen. Ve sen. Değil. Sen. Ve sen. Evet. Ben bir
Is Mitchell
dahi.
the surgeon? Is he the person behind all of this? That surgeon you mentioned, is he...
My turn. I want to know why I should trust you.
Because I take my job very seriously. It's my turn. That surgeon that you mentioned, is he in this photo I got here? Ow!
Kafama attı. Lan. Atılır mı o? Gerizekalı.
Hey, that toss was... Both my ear and my self-esteem would hurt for days. But at least I had a new lead to follow. The surgeon. The bastard had avoided my scrutiny by passing as a hospital doctor. But now, all of my senses were on guard. No matter how good the disguise, or how well he hid, I would find him.
Güzel bir bilgi öğrendik arkadaşlar. Bakalım şimdi diğer tarafa gidiyoruz.
So, what you're saying is, one, there's a corruption scandal involving all kinds of athletes. Two, our puppet master is a surgeon named Mitchell, a man who happened to fight in the war with Dunn, right?
Maybe, but it could be no more than a false lead.
Anyway, where was I? Number 3, right? 3, since Dunn was on his trail, Mitchell, or whomever, hired an anteater to get rid of him. Then, since you were also shaking the wasp's nest, he went after you. But the anteater made a mistake, and Mitchell, or whomever, killed him to cover his own tracks. And, wait, 4. The key to all this lies with a common friend of Dunn's and Mitchell's, Craig Spenow. Do you really trust him?
Vay. Efsane bilgi öğrendik arkadaşlar şu an.
You should know that I don't trust anyone.
Except for your friend Weekly, that is. 4. 5. Dunn was murdered 4 days after taking Speno to his house. if that doesn't make him suspect. Makes sense, doesn't it?
Yeah, it could make sense.
Ha! Who's the detective now? Let's follow up with the suspects. You told Smirnoff that even though you're sure Yale is innocent, you think he's hiding something. But what about O'Leary? 6.
Nah, I know O'Leary, and he wouldn't have sent a hitman. He would have taken matters into his own hands.
What about Cassidy? 7, right?
Evet. Kimin öldürdüğünü bulduk arkadaşlar. Dan'ı kimin öldürdüğünü bulduk ama biz onu öldürmüştük. Pardon, biz onu öldürmedik. Az önceki maymun arkadaşlar, onu öldüren kişiydi bir önceki bölümlerde. Bize de sıkan kişiydi arkadaşlar. Çatıdaki o nişancı oymuş arkadaşlar. Şimdi ben diyorum ki bununla hangisi? Bence bu. Çok ifadesiz şeyler bulduk arkadaşlar. Şöyle bir bakalım. Evet, bununla bu olabilir mi? Hayır. O değil. Bununla bu. Evet.
I think it's safe to rule out Cassidy
Well,
as
no.
Dunn's murderer.
Why?
He seems too impulsive to have planned such a twisted crime. Whoever planned the whole thing knew the suicide theory would fall through, so he manipulated the clues to incriminate Yale. Cassidy is too impulsive to pull off such an intricate plan.
So, even if you have your doubts,
Evet.
Mitchell is the one pulling the strings.
Evet, bunlardan da bilgi alalım. Evet, resim
Perfect.
çekeceğiz.
Now, time for the interview. I'll go back and forth so you don't get bored. So, who goes first? Here's a question for Al. In just 12 days, the contender will try to steal your belt. Any thoughts on your fight against Yale?
Yeah, sure.
My Al is going to kick that thug's behind. Isn't that so, honey?
Yeah, well, we'll see. No such thing as a weak rival.
Nonsense. You are and will be world champion. Next question.
Okay, now. Time for a picture.
How should we pose?
Az bir poz ver. Böyle yap.
Okay, how about a hug? I want to feel the love. You're the envy of all America. Moving on. Here's one for Helen. Dating a boxer can be dangerous. Aren't you afraid that those blows to the head will take a toll on his intellectual capacity?
Honey, take a look at my man and then look at yourself. You really think I'm with him because of his intellectual capacity?
Helen!
Write this down. Nothing will change my man. His smarts, manliness, and integrity are all boxing proof.
Now what? Mind if I take another one?
You want us to do something in particular?
Show me your weapons. The fist against the racket.
Evet. Öyle göster bak kendisi. Raketi öyle göstereceğim. Çekiyorum. Hazır mısın? Çektim.
That's it. Perfect. Okay, one more question. And
Al, honey, can you answer it? I've got to go say hi to a fan. I'll be right back, Mr. Pulitzer.
Wait. You mean she stopped smiling when that fan showed up?
yeah.
Could you describe him for me?
I'll be able to show you something as soon as I'm done developing these pictures. And actually, I thought it was odd too. So while I continued to interview Stone, I managed to take some pictures of Moore and whoever her mysterious fan was. All right, so where were we?
Evet.
Are you ever jealous about sharing your sweetheart with America?
Well, I wouldn't say I'm jealous, but I know that someone so popular and honest can draw the wrong kind of attention. There are plenty of people who would love to put an end to her career, so it's not easy.
Let's get that picture taken.
Evet. Şimdi şöyle bir şey var bak.
Let's see what you think about this. Close your eyes and rest your chin on your fist. The boxing thinker.
Like these?
Exactly.
Güzel güzel. Çekiyorum. Çektim.
Wait, I accidentally moved. Stand still. I'll take another one. What's with me today? Don't move, please. Now we got it. Should we keep at it? I'm going to take one more, all right? Okay, now raise your head and your arms up like you were celebrating a victory.
Like these?
Exactly.
Havaya poz ver.
What's up with me? Stand still. I'll take it again. I can't seem to get it right. Don't move. It's about time. Finally, we're all set.
Wait. So, are you telling me the photos are developed? Or is that what you said to Stone?
Both. Just look.
That's a decent picture, but it doesn't tell the truth.
Huh? Of course it's the truth. I was there.
Stone isn't as strong as he looks, and Moore certainly doesn't need him to lift her up. Look at his hand. Is he
Çantasına
pulling something out of Moore's
uyuşturucu
purse or
koyuyor.
putting it in?
You know, I thought he'd be cocky, but he didn't seem too convinced about beating Yale.
Well, maybe he's got reasons to doubt.
You know, I thought he'd be cocky, but he didn't seem too convinced about beating Yale.
Well, maybe he's got reasons to doubt. Who's that guy?
I know he's not a fan. You should have seen her face when she saw him. Can't you just see the love?
I'm not so sure, to be honest. Love is not subservience. How the hell did you make them pose like that? They're lovers, not sworn enemies.
I don't know. I was focused on my detective skills. Can't you just see the love?
I'm not so sure, to be honest. Love is not subservience. The boxing thinker, the boxing poet. Boxing just might turn out to be the intellectual sport of choice. I think she only smokes when she's nervous. What was making her nervous? I think she only smokes when she's nervous. What was making her nervous? The boxing thinker, the boxing poet. Boxing just might turn out to be the intellectual sport of choice.
Şuraya bakalım.
I've seen that matchbox before. Wait, that's him.
Who?
Mitchell, the surgeon.
Seriously? We
Doktor.
got him.
Not yet.
Right. We still have to find him. Hey, pal. Did you hear what I just said? We need to keep looking at all those pictures. We need a clue that'll take us to Mitchell. Hey, see? There. Just like I was saying.
Evet arkadaşlar, başka bir yere geldik. Bakalım nereye gelmiş.
Brawls aren't even the worst part of my job. Sure, you may take a beating, but at least you get the chance to defend yourself. But when you're sitting in your car all night, there's no way out. Your legs cramp up, your back and neck feel stiff. Your entire body aches to be somewhere else. It's boring and repetitive.
Kulağımı çıkar şimdi be. Kulaklığı değiştireceğim valla.
People were finally leaving the place. The bar was about to close. And I hadn't seen Mitchell go in or out. I had no choice.
I see you took me up on my invitation.
Evet, bilgi almaya geldi yani.
You knew not to come until my anti-fur regulars had all cleared out.
Bakalım bundan ne bileyim.
Can't say no to good advice.
Vay vay.
Or good bird.
Neredeler bunlar? İç bakayım. Dök.
Here's looking at you, Mr. What was your name?
As far as I knew, La Iguana always stayed neutral. He played poker with Cassidy. But his joint was used as a gambling drop-off for O'Leary's operation. Did it make sense to keep faking it? Or was it too dangerous not to?
Farnham. Howard M. Farnham II.
That's right. Howard Farnham from Ding Dong, Texas. You're natural. You're even better at pool than poker.
This here's much easier. No cheating.
You barely flinched when Cassidy decided to teach that ego a lesson.
What do you want a fella to say? I was too flabbergasted to be surprised, to be honest. These things don't happen in Texas.
Tell me, what do you really want with Cassidy? I can't say it's clear to me.
I'm looking to start a boxing managers association in Texas. I could really use Cassidy's know-how.
Don't worry about it. I was only curious. So, what about me?
Damn it.
No one comes to La Iguana just to drink and play pool.
I'm here looking for a regular of yours, Dr. Angus Mitchell.
What for?
The police is on his trail. I'm just looking to warn him.
Sure. Tell you what, I'll talk to Mitchell. Come back tomorrow night.
You don't understand. I have to talk to him or else.
Or else what?
You'd be losing your chance to make a pretty penny. I know how to reward my allies.
You think I'd spend my time in this dump if all I cared about was the money? Please, cut the crap. Anything else?
I don't think Cassidy would be too happy about the role this here dump plays in old Leary's gambling operation. You follow me?
Son of a bitch. Ha ha ha. All right. Give me your phone number, and I'll give you a call when Mitchell shows up.
No. You're gonna call him right now, and you're gonna give him this message.
Evet.
But when you're sitting in your car all night, there's no way out. Your legs cramp up, your back and neck feel stiff, your entire body aches to be somewhere else. It's boring and repetitive. It's so bad that your thoughts spiral in a never-ending loop, like when you're stuck in your car, on surveillance duty. The owner of La Iguana was supposed to tell Mitchell that a certain anteater was still alive, and that it was only a matter of time before he ratted him out. With a bit of luck, that would make him nervous enough to force his hand. Now all I had to do was follow him.
Evet arkadaşlar, adamı izledik ve bilgileri öğrendik. Şu an başka bir yere gidiyoruz. Bakalım bizi neler bekliyor. Evet. Buraya geldik arkadaşlar. Uykumu getirdim be. Evet. Burada durduralım arkadaşlar oyunu. Burada bitsin. Bir sonraki bölümde arkadaşlar buradan devam edelim. Bir sonraki bölüme kadar arkadaşlar kendinize çok iyi bakın. Bir sonraki bölümlerde görüşmek üzere. Herkes kendine iyi baksın. Bay bay.